Hey everyone, welcome back to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
And we are back rolling with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Captain Falcon.
No. Falcon Punch! No. So, last episode, key moments. We had Isaiah, the cool cranky old guy.
Cool cranky old guy. He had every right to be cranky as well.
He did. He did. I like that he was an old badass, war vet. Was in jail for 50 years.
Winter Soldier's a badass.
He is, very much so. Yeah. So it's cool that even in his prime, this guy took him on.
Yeah.
And whipped his ass. Mm-hmm. So we also had the meeting with Dr. Rayner.
Yep. That was a great. That was like the comic relief part, right?
Yeah, because I mean, it got to a point though where you mentioned to me before that Bucky was opening up.
Yeah.
Sam shut him down.
Yeah. Bucky allowed himself to be vulnerable, and it was one of those things. Well, it was one of those things where, if the government and everyone was wrong about him, then they could have been wrong about Bucky, right? Yeah. I think that was a big defining thing. One of the funniest parts of the episode, actually, was the fact that they mentioned, what was it? Androids, aliens, and wizards?
Wasn't that the episode before?
Was it the episode before?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Shit.
Because that's when Bucky first comes to him.
Oh, damn it.
No, was it last episode? It was last episode.
I think
it was last episode because that's the first mission he goes on with him.
Okay.
The first episode establishes where they're at in life.
Yeah.
The second episode, he actually goes to him after they ended the first one.
Yeah.
They introduced the new Cap.
Yeah.
So the second one, he actually tracks him down, confronts him about it.
Yeah.
And he says, they brought up the Hobbit.
Yeah. He's like, how do you know about Gandalf? He's like, how do you know about Gandalf?
You see, I read the Hobbit.
1937
when it first came out.
Yeah.
So,
whoa.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
And then later, Walker uses the same...
That's not a thing! That was so funny. Yeah, and so there was a pretty awesome fight on the truck. Not as awesome as the Matrix... not as awesome as the Matrix Reloaded.
I don't know. Maybe they're on the same place for me. Matrix Reloaded, maybe I need to rewatch it.
Well, I've only watched it twice, and I liked the fight, but the movie was confusing. Now that I'm older, I think I understand it better. But the third one, I saw quite a bit, and at the
first one's still my favorite.
The first one is, I think, it's everyone's favorite. The third one's,
should be. That's
why. Well, it brings in those big science fiction ideas,
even Agent Smith and all of the stakes are just a little bit lower. You still have the fact that he was the chosen one.
Yeah. And
they establish that at the end and send the agents running. But, I don't know, just when you get into all the shit in the third one and they're fucking having the Dragon Ball Z fight.
See, I like that fight. I think the fight was well done.
I know, it is. But it ain't that it was terribly choreographed.
Well, that being said, I think I like the first one more just because me, as someone who appreciates a good choreography, it's like, okay, I can do that. I can't do all this wire work.
Something about it just looked better. I liked that it was grounded. Whenever Smith would pull out some fucking superhuman moves, they were limited.
Yeah.
When he fucking punches him in the ribs.
Yeah, they're both powered up.
Throws him on the tracks.
Because it's like the Chosen One versus... Because Agent Smith was a much more powered up version of what he was in the first one too, right?
Yeah.
And the mech fight was cool. Yeah, I need to watch I just remember the spectacle being great.
I do need to rewatch the story,
though.
I do need to rewatch
the story of the first one is what's so great about it. You know what I mean?
And it had a lot of great characters.
Yeah.
As the series went on.
Well, they didn't bring back my favorite. I can't remember his name. The guy who spit because he killed his brother.
Tank.
Yeah. He wanted more money, and he didn't get it, so they didn't bring him back.
Dozer was his brother.
Dozer got
killed.
Yeah. But this show, we're going to start now.
Do you know who I am? Yes, I do, and I don't care.
What's going on?
Why?
Because you're an Avenger. You know how he feels about that.
Look, it's not like you two are known for frolicking in the sun together.
He's obsessed with honey trial.
Значит,
Those days are over.
I know. I just wanted to see how the new you reacts to the old words.
That's kind of cool.
Bypass procedures would have to be initiated. With all those bodies flying around left and right, it wouldn't be hard to slip down a hallway or two.
I don't like how casual you're being about this. It's unnatural. You're going back to prison.
If I may.
No! So all this time you've been rich?
And the Barretts.
son. My family was royalty until your friends destroyed my country.
All this time you've been rich?
Чужие дух конспирства. Дайте
Oh, that's good so.
If we have to do something about this, I'm the only one who looks like a pimp.
Only an American would assume a fashion-forward black man looks like a pimp. You look exactly like the man you're supposed to be playing, a.k.a. the Smiling Tiger.
He even has a bad nickname. Yeah, he does look like me, though.
So that's a broker from the
I thought I did too.
broker.
Yeah.
Usual?
He knows something's up.
Smiling Tiger, favorite.
Oh, that's some Indiana Jones shit right here.
The fuck did he cut out of it? Snake testicles?
I love these.
It's gotta be something like you're not supposed to eat that part.
It's awkward to watch. Pretty fucking bad, ain't it?
Yeah.
Answer it.
But they'll come around when I have that banker killed.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back. Sam.
Oh fuck!
Who's Sam? Kill them.
Oh, I thought they were gonna get away with it. This is like John Wick.
Yeah, that is.
Even the colors, like the blues and purples.
Fucking Zemo golden.
You probably realize, well, this is fucked, so I can at least be free.
Yeah.
Well, this is too perfect. Drop it, Zemo.
Hey.
Sharon?
Okay, guys, I see what you're doing. You're more worldly than good old Sam.
Yeah. What's Google say?
Come on, you guys need to change. Before you were his pet psychopath, you were Mr. America, Cat's best friend.
Oh, she's kind of awful now.
Carly Morgenthau.
I knew he'd be out there, Dave.
Like,
Hey, Sharon, you sure this is the right one?
It's completely empty.
Positive it has to be.
Why would all three of you go in there?
that completely subverted my expectation.
Well,
I thought the dumbasses were going there, was going to shut, and they're going to be
that's
shut
what I
off.
thought at first. But
Yeah.
well, okay. Well,
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Dr. Nagel,
Who are you? What do you want?
we know you created the super soldier serum.
Get out of my lab.
like how thugs always dress the same.
Yeah.
Look for the guys in black pants and leather jackets. One guy shows up in a fucking flannel or something. What are you doing? I guess he's sleeveless.
Yeah.
He looks a little different.
Figured he's going to do something because he's sleepless.
Okay. Okay.
He's gonna get fucking Kano'd.
I was a god. I did what no other side
Down
I'm
here.
God.
Down here.
was able to do. Mine
I'm God.
was going to Carly Morgenthau. Stole those.
Ow.
Can only imagine what the power broker has planned for that poor girl.
Where's Carly now?
He's dressed differently.
Yep. He's like Gucci.
He's not. No, he's not sure.
Poor Asian. He went around the corner, didn't. Oh.
Killed him so he couldn't make more.
I thought we were gonna go left. You went the wrong way. I cleared the way. I came out first. You're supposed to follow me. And where are we now?
Guys, it's not the time.
You know. Barricade. It's in every action movie.
That looked like it hurt.
Let's go.
Ugh. They're mean.
Potion. Reflection of himself.
Yeah.
So you do every morning, ain't it?
I used to. I don't do anymore.
What charge?
You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made sandwiches.
There were still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
Ah.
You dropped something.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
A lot of stuff happened in that episode.
It did. It was a very engaging episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't as funny.
Wasn't this funny? And I really loved the comedy.
So
but
did I.
so
Had some funny moments.
there were some funny moments, and I just think Zemo is just because he's a badass, but
He's a very charming character.
he's funny. He's just a funny guy.
He is.
You know what I mean? Like when he was dancing and stuff.
There's the fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
just
do you think of Oznick? His butler.
okay, his butler. He was great. I
I've
love
seen that guy in something else.
He just reminds me of an Alfred type guy, except instead of being a Batman, that guy's a fucking bad dude. You know what I mean?
I reckon. I mean, he's probably just a butler. And
Yeah.
maybe he don't know.
Or maybe he doesn't know. I mean, I guess a couple of funny moments. It was really funny when he said, you know, do
Put it
this.
to the smell test. If it fails, give it to him.
Yeah.
Very good, sir.
And when he walked up to the plane, he's like, so you were just rich this whole time? And he said, I was a baron. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So it began with a prison riot, pretty much, where he was giving this hypothetical situation, like, if we broke him out and did this and did that, and then it showed it to us, and it was mildly entertaining.
It was.
And then, of course, that really happened.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell him because he didn't think he'd agree, which he probably wouldn't have.
It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Always is, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Sam's really against Zemo. And you figured that Bucky would know what he's talking about, though. You figured Bucky would be really against him. But Bucky said, hey, he's got a code. He hates, like, you know, he shut down he shut down the Winter Soldier program. He doesn't want this serum out there.
Yeah.
So, and
So he knows he's an asset.
yes.
You need a strong partner.
Yeah,
And now they got money, and now they can fly around in a jet.
exactly. And that's all you need.
We had their nickname with Smiling Tiger when they're going into Madripoor.
Yeah, that was funny.
I thought maybe the bartender was on to him. He definitely thought something was weird.
He was just the bartender cracked me up the way he was just staring at him,
Just kind of
and then
eyeballing it.
he cut out.
I don't know what the fuck he cut out of that
some
snake.
kind
I
of-
want to look it up now. I don't know if they're like snake testicles or what the fuck he cut out of that motherfucker. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, I do know most reptile males are testicles on the inside of their body because it's something to do with obviously them being cold blooded and then having to stay warmer or whatever. I don't know. I kind of thought maybe. I guess I really don't know. I was gonna say maybe snake eggs,
They didn't look like snake eggs.
like
They're
before.
very small.
Yeah,
So, I don't
some kind of organs were cut out of the snake at the very least.
know.
So I guess what I thought was going to happen was he's going to like do it and then he's going to eat them and you weren't supposed to eat them. He's like, you're not supposed to eat them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
He's
thought
just-
that it was something that he wouldn't want this.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
The fight scene though with Bucky in the bar was pretty badass.
One thing that they always do really well in these Marvel productions is like you feel the hits and it's always like this strong, intense stuff.
Well, that was all very busy and it was very close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't see it didn't look ridiculous.
Yeah, it didn't look ridiculous.
It was cool. It looked they were just thrashing them. It looked visceral. It
Yeah,
was good.
I loved it.
So
And then we got to meet Selby, who's kind of like big time criminal
yeah, she was.
and has her ear to the ground. So that's one
Yeah.
reason why they needed to talk to her.
And then Selby died.
Yeah, she died pretty quick, so that was a pretty tense moment when his sister called. I thought it was going to be one of those things, just like when someone gets they're transporting something illegal, and they had to go through the picket line, not the picket line, but a police, what's it called when they set up
checkpoint.
Yeah, they had to go through like a police checkpoint as one of those things to where the cops staring at them, and you're thinking like, oh, but they're gonna get caught, and they don't get caught.
Yeah,
except they got caught.
I figured they would get caught, but I didn't know why. I just had a feeling that it was gonna go that way. But...
I didn't think they would get caught. They did, and then Selby died pretty quickly, a little quicker than I thought. And
well, it's just like when they went into the shipping container.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get closed in.
I definitely did too.
But when Zemo started looking at the back wall, I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's a false door there.
Yeah. They're taking a little bit longer than I thought they would have if it was a trap.
Yeah, I kind of figured, like, well, when all three of them were in there, I'm like, why would all three of you go in there?
Yeah.
And nicely, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
So they're there with Sharon Carter, who we last saw, I think, in Civil War.
Yeah.
So she was kind of working for the...
She was a little bit of a crush for Cap.
Yep.
And
she was working for the dude, right?
She was working for Fury.
Okay.
But she ends up helping Cap and the boys.
Yeah. But she's been on the run ever since. Can't talk to her family, and she made a deal with Sam that if she helps out, then he'll do everything he can to get her a pardon.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. They had a handshake on it. The action scenes with her when she was on the outside, they were great as well.
When I saw that they were in Latvia, I had a fucking brain fart because I'm sitting there thinking, Latvia. I'm trying to think of Doom because if you're familiar with Dr. Doom, he is the ruler of a country, a fictional country, but it's Latveria.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there thinking Latvia, but I'm pretty sure Latvia is real. So I'm sitting there trying to figure it out.
There's something with Latvia that I remember that I can't remember. It's something... Maybe it was a Seinfeld episode.
I don't know. They went to Lithuania, and that's where Hannibal's from.
Yes.
So, I remember that.
Eventually, they found that secret lab, and they confronted Dr. Nagel.
Yeah, old fucking Slippy.
He had kind of like a nerdy little voice, but he was.
But he always seemed like kind of hunched over.
Yeah.
Kind of seemed like a creeper.
Yeah.
And
he's a man of conviction, and he was a little more bold than I thought he was going to be.
He was.
Despite his little high voice.
He wasn't sniveling.
No, he wasn't sniveling.
You know, he was definitely... He knew himself. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Then I kind of figured when Zemo took the gun, he was going to kill him. Because Zemo doesn't want any more of the serum made.
Yeah, and it makes sense. But it's weird. We keep having these things happen. And then it's like for instance, like Selby. Oh, that's a character. They're going to flush her out. And we're going to find out all this stuff. And she gets killed. And we meet this guy. Like, okay, now they can make more. And then he gets killed. If I were them, I would have shot him. If I were me, I don't know what I would do. I think I would have killed... I would have had to kill more people before I shot him.
Well, I mean, if I would have put myself in this situation, and especially in Zemo's situation, I probably would have already ran. But at the same time, maybe he's got a bigger end game.
Yeah, and Zemo also has a code, and he wants to make sure he gets them.
These are kind of like, Falcon and Winter Soldier are kind of his rabbit dogs right now.
Yeah.
And he's following the leads, and he's on the hunt. So.
See, if I was Zemo, I feel like I would definitely hold at my end of the bargain and help, but then I would try to get away.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming. I don't think he'll go back to jail. And if he does, he's going back with a way to get out.
Okay. You mentioned that we were in Lithuania, and there was that raid there by, what was her name, Carly?
Mm-hmm.
What was her last name?
Morgenthau.
Morgenthau.
It reminds me of Morgan from fucking the King Arthur stories.
Okay.
Well, no, Morgana. Sorry.
When it first presents the Flag Smashers are kind of these badasses, and then you peel back the mask, and okay, they're sympathetic characters. And now she just blew up that building.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we're talking about, like we mentioned how she might have been Robin Hood.
Well, she reminded me of a Robin Hood type character when I first saw her.
She did.
Because...
But not anymore.
We don't know that Robin Hood didn't kill people.
No, I think he killed people, but he didn't get what he wanted, leaving the castle, and then, and he goes back and starts stabbing everyone when they're asleep.
You don't know that.
I mean, I think for one thing, he's a fictional character. And then
you don't know that either.
Okay, I'm sure there's Robin Hood. Okay, we know that the Robin Hood that we're talking about is fictional. Okay?
I don't know. I'm just saying the idea of Robin Hood. The legend of Robin Hood. This fucking guy, robbing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Yeah. But but he was also...
This bitch blows up the building afterward.
Yeah, but...
Okay, well, Robin Hood didn't have access to gunpowder. But I think if he did, he'd be shooting some Rambo fucking arrows in the places and blowing shit up.
I think he would have killed if he needed to.
That's your idea of the legend of Robin Hood.
Have you seen fucking Robin Hood?
Have you read anything about the medieval times? All right, they were bloodthirsty fucking people.
Robin Hood is for children.
now it's been retold and watered down for kids.
We're gonna have
That's
to
the
look this
point.
shit up for
That's
something.
the fucking point.
Okay.
It's like the.
So you want to have a
It's
bet
like the
that
Little
Robin
Red
Hood
Riding
was-
Hood. It's Little Red Riding Hood. That story's been watered down for kids.
I know that.
Yeah, so you should acknowledge that it's probably happened with Robin Hood too.
Yeah, but the idea of Robin Hood, I don't think would change that much. You know what I mean? Like he was robbed the rich.
I think the idea of Red Riding Hood changes a lot when there's fucking a guy, crazy man wielding an axe, don't bust down the fucking door and gut the wolf and spill the woman out on the floor.
What I'm saying is,
now we're in fucking bubble guppies where they're just eating cookies. All right.
it wouldn't make sense for Robin Hood to rob them, get out, and then go back and kill them. Like,
But if he was a killer, it would make sense to him. It don't have to make sense to you.
I mean, I guess you're right, but your argument is, let's make this clear, is that Robin Hood was a killer.
My argument is
First and foremost.
My argument is we don't know that he wasn't.
Should we look this up real quick?
Who's gonna fucking know?
Let's look up Robin Hood.
The first person that penned that shit may have written about somebody they saw. There's some guy that does it, but it was on a very minimal scale.
But if
so he built it up into a story that could be fucking ate up by the masses and get him some money.
I'm talking about the story of the fictional character.
No, I'm not.
Not one of his. You're talking about Robin Hood. You can't.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm sure there's someone who killed someone and
The
stole
idea of
something.
origin. All right.
I think you're right about that. I'm saying that the Robin Hood.
We're not
legend-
getting that simple. I'm saying that whatever he's based off of, whatever the story originated from. I mean, we can take this to real simple. You know, fucking Tolkien said that the legend of Thor probably originated with some fucking Scandinavian farmer who was wielding a hammer and lightning happened to strike at the same time. And someone said, hey, it's a pretty cool idea. They started writing it down.
I've heard that. I mean, there's just really no way to know. But
Exactly. That's my point with Robin Hood. There's no
but
way.
Robin Hood isn't as old.
It don't matter.
We're talking about
The origin of stories.
We don't
I'm
know.
talking about the origin of stories. And all I'm trying to say is if Robin Hood had some fucking gunpowder, he might have been blowing some shit up.
I think he might have. But I don't think. I think the Robin Hood that we know, that I think that's what we were
Is
talking
Robin
about.
Hood so dear to you that I cannot take
You know
it?
what? The Disney
that I cannot
version-
take his memory and
Well-
piss all over it.
The idea is like when we talked that she was like Robin Hood, we were basing it off the Robin Hood that we know.
I was
But
only
now
basing
that,
it off
now
the
that she
simple
killed
fact
people,
that
you're,
she...
like, you're saying, no, maybe she's based off of Robin Hood that we don't know.
I'm
I
saying...
mean, what's that? And you're like, well, I don't know.
You're trying to make this argument your own so you can win it. I'm trying to say
Now
that...
I'm trying to find the terms.
No, you're not. You're
I
trying
am.
to win. You always do this.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm no.
Yeah,
I,
you
I,
fucking do. And my point is that... See, you're making... I forget now.
Let's do the next part. All right.
Alright.
Let us know in the comments about Robin Hood.
You tell me what you think about Robin Hood. That ain't my point. I ain't talking about a fox. I ain't talking about Russell Crowe. I ain't talking about fucking Kevin Costner. Okay?
What about the other dude, Robin Hood of Locksley?
What? Who?
Remember him? He was in a fuck that story of the book. Like
There's a lot of stories of books.
no, it's like As You Wish. He's not dead. He's mostly dead.
Oh, Men in Tights.
Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I can ride with Men in Tights. Men in
Okay.
Tights is a great Carrie Ellis,
Yes,
or however you pronounce his last name.
whatever his name is. Yeah, okay.
And what's his name?
I was gonna say-
Alan Rickman was in that. He was the.
I
sheriff.
thought Alan. Oh, he was.
No, there was a different guy that was in that.
Okay, because Alan Rickman was.
Alan Rickman was in the Kevin Costner
Yes.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
right.
All right. So, Carly, whoever she is or isn't, or what they're based off of, she blew them up, and I thought that was a dick move, and
Yeah, I don't like the Flag Smashers. I don't. I ain't defending them,
yeah,
and I ain't saying any of that to justify anything. It was just an idea that I had. That I
Yeah.
thought that if I was going to be fucking Robin Hood and I had some gunpowder, I'd be blowing some shit up. But
yeah,
the point is, yeah, she was. There's a dick move.
yeah, because they
And
got what they needed, and she imparted this lesson. Like, why even say anything to them? You
But
know?
I don't even see the point of what they're trying to do. It seems like it's
I-
a lost cause at this point because you cannot change what has happened.
Yeah, they're too small.
They're too small.
They're like five
for-
people running around blowing shit up. Like, you want to change and take down borders and bring back the way life was during the blip? It's impossible.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all back now.
Yeah.
It's all in chaos. So
But
they're
that-
taking advantage of
That
that.
strong, good-looking Asian man was very disappointed in her. Made me even more disappointed in her. Okay? And, okay, another big thing at the end, Bucky noticed something on the ground, that Wakandian
Yeah, the little
tracking device thing. Okay?
And the woman was from the Wakanda.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
And wasn't she the security chief or something like
I
that.
can't remember her. Honestly,
I remember her.
Yeah,
I don't
personally
remember
don't
her
remember
position in Wakanda. I thought
Yeah.
she was kind of a chief of security type deal,
Okay.
or like leader of their army or some shit.
Okay.
But I don't remember exactly. I remember his sister,
Okay.
and I remember all the shit that went down in Black Panther,
Yeah.
which was better than Doctor Strange. And
You think Black Panther is better than Doctor Strange?
the movie, yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't think Black Panther was that great, but I thought
I liked him. I mean, you and I disagree. I think Doctor Strange.
Well, I'm gonna say that if
Yeah.
when I say I like something, it's because I really like something. So I don't draw too many lines here. It's just kind
Well,
of
like
one hard
3
line.
months- 3
There's like
months-
one hard line here, and there's everything on this side, and there's everything on that
3
side.
months ago, you made it sound like that. You liked it, or
I was really drunk 3 months ago.
well, okay. I mean, I like them both. To me, Guardians of the Galaxy and Doctor Strange are right here. I know you.
I cannot make that comparison. Doctor Strange was a letdown. I had higher expectations for that movie. I like Benedict Cumberbatch
Yeah, come on.
as
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. I like him.
Yeah.
I just thought Mads Mikkelsen was wasted in the role he was cast in, and I thought they.
I agree. I barely
against,
remember him. But
Yeah,
the
and
things I love about that movie have
But
nothing.
he's such a fucking. Yeah, I thought it was wasted, and I thought the villain that he was up against, that dark whatever the fuck it was, the big giant face floating around, like fucking what's his name from Power Rangers?
Zod. Or
No, Zod's from Superman.
Zorro, Zoron,
Zordon.
Zordon.
He's like Zordon.
And
floating
they're
around
Alpha
in
5.
space. Yeah, well, he's like Zordon floating around out there in fucking space.
To be honest, I barely remember that because the things I
Exactly,
love.
because they're just wasn't anything worth remembering.
And to be clear, I love this character Doctor Strange in all the Avengers movies that he's in as well.
No, I like him.
Yeah.
I like I said, Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't really like the woman.
Rachel McAdams?
No, the fucking
I
one that's in charge of.
Love her. She played in the greatest movie ever, Constantine. She played Gabriel.
That ain't the greatest movie ever.
I fucking love that
It
movie.
is a good movie,
Yeah.
but it ain't the greatest one ever. But I do like Keanu
really
Reeves'
Dragonheart.
role. Dragonheart. Shit. I enjoy seeing her when I do, but I just didn't like that character in that movie.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
I
Something
disagree with her motivations. I thought she was very wrong.
She was-
I guess that's what a villain is, but like it was one of those things where I was like,
You mean in Constantine? Because she wasn't the villain.
well, yeah, but I thought she knew about everything, right?
Well, she wasn't the villain.
Not the villain, but she wouldn't stop. I mean, she was basically a villain.
No. Who are you talking about?
The chick who played in Constantine as Gabriel the Archangel. She was bald, and
Okay,
she gave him the Wi-Fi password.
Well, she's definitely the villain in that.
And
Peter Stormare's the Satan in that one. The
he's
great
great.
Satan.
He's a great Satan.
He was.
Okay.
This one is mine.
Yeah, remember he's flipping him off when he's coming back. Yeah.
No.
Who
Was it
tracked-
Wakandian or Wakandan?
I don't know. I don't know if there's. I don't know if
I'm saying Wakandan.
I'll say Wakandian. We'll see.
We already have, so.
Okay, well, I'm double down on it then. But
I'm real sure she was in charge of she was like the top general or something like that.
okay,
But she was a hard ass.
Yeah.
In Infinity War and shit. She
Yeah.
led part of the Wakandan counterattack or the
Okay.
attack. On
yeah, I'm sorry to say I don't remember her, but I recognize immediately because of the story and the tracking device. She was from Wakanda.
Yeah.
So she's here. I don't know what that means, but
She wants the Winter Soldier. No, she wants Zemo. Sorry, because
Okay.
Zemo
Yeah.
killed
yeah, she said I'm here
the
for
king.
Zemo. Yeah, but obviously he's got a lot of motivation to not give her Zemo because they need him still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we at. I really liked the episode. Overall, rating the series thus far, it's just like most Marvel productions. It's really strong. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Walker's Cap in the ship when he was starting to get in that guy's face after the guy spat in his face? You could tell that his anger started to come through.
Yeah.
You remember that part?
I remember. Like I remember thinking, I hate when people spit in my face. But...
Well, he got pissed. He said, "Don't you know who I am?"
Oh
The guy
yeah,
said-
okay, yeah. We barely talked about him. Yeah, so we see kind of like Steve Rogers, like he had this really incredible moral compass. He was a hero, and he was moral, and he had a code, and he followed the code. And
He acted was good for him.
Yeah, good for him, great for him. And this guy, he seems like kind of bursting through the cracks a little bit.
He's a little more.
I thought that was a little petulant, and I hate petulance.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, for the most part, like I'm comparing him to Steve Rogers, like a great iconic.
you have to.
Yeah.
He's taken on the mantle.
Yeah, and he just doesn't compare.
The bar's already been set.
Yeah, he doesn't compare in that respect. It doesn't mean he can't be a hero, but and I told you I don't think we should have another Captain America. You know what I mean?
No, I mean
Personally. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I mean, I imagine...
Well, comic fans, I'm sure... Well, they've already been through this, though. They all know the material.
Yeah, like...
They've chewed it up. And
yeah.
So you know that the characters come back and this kind of shit in some form or another.
Maybe in the end Sam will take it, and I imagine him or Bucky, if you know, I think story-wise I
think Sam will eventually come to acknowledge what it means to have the shield and to carry it, and what it means why it's important for Captain America to exist.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're trying, the U.S. government is going to create its own Captain America. That's been established, even if he won't do it.
Yeah.
So at the very least, he would almost have to do it. And now he knows that Bucky said he'll take it.
I wonder how the Scarlet Witch felt about Captain America.
I don't know. If she was recruited by Hydra to begin with.
Good,
so
yeah, good point.
She probably fucking hated him.
I mean, is there like a Captain Russia or some shit? Is there like an alternate comic where he...
There's a Russian counterpart to him, but I don't remember what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have too much else to say. Like the episode, in terms of what happens next, I really don't know. It's good to have Sharon Carter back. It's good just to have Zemo back. We'll see what happens next.
That was a strong cast.
Yeah, it was just a good episode, man.
There's a lot of good dynamics. I mean, she probably ain't going to be back for a little while.
Probably not. We'll see.
But obviously, what's her name from Wakanda? Mm-hmm. She's going to be a prominent player now. She may even, I don't know, she'll join the team to kind of keep an eye on Zemo.
How did she know? I guess Zemo getting out of prison, people, yeah, I guess
that tracked him down.
Yeah. I think didn't you say there were 6 episodes of this?
I want to say so. Yeah, 6 weeks, 6 episodes.
Okay, so we're halfway through, which is kind of sucks. Yeah.
Think anybody's going to die? Any major characters?
I don't think any major characters. I mean, not yet. I mean, they're going to kill them off in a movie, I think.
That makes sense.
Like, I don't think they'd kill them off in a series before we start getting into the movies. You know what I mean?
I wonder. Maybe stakes on the shows.
It would. I mean, yeah. It would surprise me. Like in terms of.
Well, if that's the case, though, then there are no stakes, and the series is just a little less interesting.
Well, I guess I would say I would be upset if Sam or Bucky died.
I can't see either of them dying.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
them.
No, I don't know. I don't.
In terms of everyone else, maybe.
With Zemo, I mean the universe, the Marvel universe is starting to get kind of thin on villains.
I could see Zemo dying. I can see.
I don't see Zemo dying because I think, like I was trying to say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is getting a little thin on good villains.
Okay.
I mean, they've used Thanos. They've made this huge power player.
Yeah.
And they took him out of there. They used Ultron. They used everything with Civil War and Zemo.
With like
so Zemo could die because he's already kind of played a major role in a movie.
Yeah.
And now he's in this series, so he could end up dying. I just don't see it. They're already showing a side of him. Mm-hmm. So maybe not.
Okay. I can see Sharon dying.
Yeah, it'd just be kind of shitty. It reminds me of that Fitzwilliams guy in The Strain. That fucking just shows up out of the blue finally after so long not being in the show, and then he dies in the same episode or 2 episodes later.
Yeah.
So he just, we need you for this, and
you're out of there, baby.
Yeah. So
there's 20 serums that were produced, and
Flag Smashers have what's left.
Yeah. So we have that. That's the storyline that we need to wrap up, and we'll see if they can get the job done. I don't know. I know this, and WandaVision, everything else.
Actually, we didn't think about Walker. Walker could die.
Oh yeah, Walker could fucking. See, I just he was so absent from this episode. I forgot to mention him.
Me too.
Yeah.
He just ain't really the.
Yeah,
focus.
In this episode, he wasn't spotlighted as much.
No,
when he was, I thought he was kind of a dick. But I will say that him acknowledging that, hey, I think these guys broke him out, and let's just let that sleeping dog lie for right now because we might have to get our hands dirty to get the job done.
Well, he's basically saying that.
So he wasn't being a little Boy Scout there, which is good. In terms of him, anything else, like him having some secret evil motivation, I'm still not sure yet.
I don't think he's going to have evil motivations, but I think what's going to happen is that he's going to keep getting his hands dirty to a point where there's kind of no coming back from what he becomes.
Okay.
So, Cap always try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be the guy that's always going to try to do the right thing.
No, I definitely don't think so. I think you're right about that. Guys, I don't think we have too much else to say. Really like this episode. Can't wait for the next one. And make sure you check out our other stuff. Third Street Reactions out. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction and our breakdown, our funny little conversation about Robin Hood. If you like Third Street Reactions, you want to support us, you can by just liking this video. It helps so much for you to subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We appreciate it.
It's good form.
Good form. Good form.